y'all. I told y'all what was going to happen. Pull up. What it do? Pull up. Let me know where y'all are coming in from. Pull up. Let me lower the brightness a little bit. Where y'all coming in from, man? Where y'all coming in from? DMV in the building was good. North Carolina in the building was good. Money making Manhattan was good. What else we got? Trinidad in the building. New Jersey. Yo, they pulling out the brooms. Boston, Nashville, the Bay Area, Chicago. What up? Orlando, Florida. I think that's Indiana. What's good? Seattle in the building. Colorado. Willie from Alabama. What's good? He said, Charles, get the honey, bro. We ready, man. We ready. Houston in the building. What's good? What's good? Daytona in the building. What's good? Yes, sir. Puerto Rico in the building. What up? New Orleans, Belize, Toronto. What's up? Miami. Yes, sir. Jersey City. All right, so let's get into it, fam. Let's get into it, family. Let's get into this live, man. So y'all saw the game. And you already knew LeBron fans in that first half when when the Lakers went into the went into the first half or whatever it was with that lead, you already knew LeBron fans was busting out the jars of honey and they was gonna choke the hell out of that chicken tonight. They were gonna season that chicken and choke it. They were getting ready to have them a jolly. Can you imagine if the Lakers won this game, what LeBron fans will be doing right now? They would be losing their minds. They would be running through the streets acting a damn fool. Let me see these. Hold on 1 second. Let me see these comments. Is LeBron going to fake an injury? He almost tried to do one in the game. Bro, I had to turn the sound off because the announcers was glazing LeChoke. Tell the Lakers to send a bigger check next time. That one was just for the first half. Yo, bro, I told y'all after the last game, I don't see the Lakers winning a single game in this series. For the second game in a row in this series, SGA didn't play well. SGA was dealing with foul problems all throughout the first half. He wasn't even himself in this game. And even when the Lakers were playing well and they were able to go on that run, really when SGA was out of the game and LeBron was out of the game, that's when they went on that run in the first half. And I said to myself, give it some time. We get to the third quarter, and the Lakers look like they were about to make it a game, and then Oklahoma literally just hit a different gear. It's like the Lakers were like in fourth gear, and Oklahoma went to like the seventh gear. Like they just turned it up, and their role players went to town. And I'm gonna get to the box score in a second. If the Lakers would have won, you wouldn't be on live right now. Bro, we've been on here when the Lakers have won. But why are you worried about if I'm on live? Why are you worried about the fact I'm on live? I know you tight because y'all thought, let me tell y'all what LeBron fans was getting ready to do. They thought, or they were hoping, that the Lakers would at least win this game. Because if they won this game, LeBron fans would be able to walk through the streets tomorrow and say, LeBron, without Luka, was able to beat one of the greatest teams in NBA history all by himself, proving that he's the GOAT. And they would be able to run with this all throughout the summer. If LeBron only had Luka, LeBron would have won the championship. But because he didn't have Luka, he wouldn't have won the chip. We already know how you guys act. Y'all try to turn this dude into the GOAT in round one against the Houston Rockets. Y'all are shameless. Y'all try to say that this dude was about to be the GOAT in round one. When has the standard ever been you can become the GOAT if you get out the first round? In the first round when the Lakers won, you said it was late to go on live, but the Lakers win, and it doesn't matter what. Bro, y'all be trying like LeBron fans be feeling like they got me in some kind of like, y'all be feeling like y'all are outsmarting me or something. Bro, the reason why I'm going live this game, these games are starting an hour early than those previous games. Literally, an hour earlier. Why y'all always thinking y'all about to like checkmate me or something? Hop off my nuts. Y'all be watching me and trying to prove like, yo, we studied the time he went live last time and I'm going to prove it to y'all stay on my nuts. You be having dudes going through my LinkedIn trying to pull up, oh, you from here, and y'all stay trying to like figure me out. Even the game when LeBron didn't, when the Lakers won and I didn't go live, I came on the next day and gave Son his props. Get out my comment section with all of this. Go to the locker room. Go to another channel. Go to Shannon Sharp's channel and go over there and cry. Go send him your super chats. Y'all stay trying to like, oh, we got him now. Oh, look, he said he wasn't going to go live. Like, come on. Anyway, back to the game. So let's get to the box score. Let me pull it up. I will pull it up on my computer, but NBA.com is a little bit late when it comes to giving me the quarter-by-quarter breakdown. So we're just going to go with the NBA app and wait a minute. I think they have the they have the quarter-by-quarter breakdown, not individual players. So as I said, the Lakers were competitive in the first half. They actually outscored Oklahoma in the second quarter by 5 points, 35 to 30. And I think they went into the half with like a 1 point lead. But then the game just flipped in the second half. In the third quarter, OKC scored 36 points to the Lakers 36 points to the Lakers 36. And then in the fourth quarter, they hit him with another 32-point outburst. All of this happening while SGA had foul trouble. Let me read this comment. LeBron fans, right? We're going to miss the playoffs. Pineda, when he retires, Bron sexuals be like, Bron won the first quarter. He'd go. Yo, shout out to my man, Too Raw for TV. Yo, shout out to Certified Beats. Shout out to Too Raw for TV. He had a joke the other day. It was so funny. I can't remember the joke. But let's go to the box score here. Austin Reeves. LeBron fans, what y'all going to say now? Who y'all going to blame today? Austin Reeves finished the game with 31 points. Austin Reeves, the dude that they were talking about all over ESPN today about whether or not they should trade him. Bron sexuals can't blame Austin Reeves. Now they blaming the ref. So yeah, appreciate the comment. Austin Reeves, that they were talking about all day long today about whether or not they should trade him. Y'all saw the conversations. Austin Reeves finished that game with 31 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists on 62% shooting from the field, 50% shooting from the 3, 80% shooting from the free throw line. He did have 5 turnovers, but my God, he scored. From a box score standpoint, Austin Reeves did his thing. And I'm going to get back to Austin Reeves in a second. LeBron James had 23 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists. Who else? Rui Hachimura. You can make a legitimate argument that Rui Hachimura has been the Lakers' most consistent player these playoffs. You can make a legitimate argument that he's been the most consistent player for the Lakers. Bronny was 0 points. Is he going to get the blame? Nah, Bronny not going to get no blame. Marcus Smart had 14 points, 5 assists. Luke Kennard had 10 points. Ayton only had 3, but I like the fact that he had a double-double. But I want to talk about Austin Reeves for a second. Excuse me, let me just get a sip of water. I want to talk about Austin Reeves for a second. Although Austin Reeves had 31 points, I want to point out something to y'all. Austin Reeves is probably, at least right now, is probably the Lakers' worst defender on the perimeter. I was watching some plays in this game. Austin Reeves cannot play any defense whatsoever, like at all. He cannot guard anybody and anything. Appreciate the super chat. OKC should be in, OKC should send their G League team to Game 3 so Bron can win one game and Bron sexuals can finally say that made Bron the GOAT and he's better than MJ. Appreciate the comment there. Austin Reeves can't play defense whatsoever. And the proof is in the pudding. Even though Austin Reeves had 31 points and had an extremely efficient game offensively, do you know he had the worst box plus minus on the floor? He had the worst box plus minus. Do you know what that means? That means that when they were playing with Reeves, they were losing on average by 20 points. That's the worst for the Lakers. If Bron and Bronny get swept, does that make does that count as 2 sweeps for Bron sexual lot? Yeah, it's pretty fun. That's because Cameron said that on ESPN. So Austin Reeves, appreciate the super chat. Austin Reeves is a horrible defender. He's a horrible defender, and I think that I think Reeves potentially got himself moved this summer. I think if Reeves doesn't step up in the next games, like going home, I think Reeves is going to get himself probably moved this summer. Or the Lakers are going to just let him walk or something or what. I don't think if he continues to play like this, they're going to want him back. Because are we sure, and I'm not trying to pile on here, are we sure Austin Reeves is the right kind of player to play with Luka? Now, I get they had a great regular season together, but are we sure we don't want to get Luka another guy that could play at least a lick of defense? A lick of it? Are we sure about that? Are we sure we don't want to go there and get somebody that can play at least a little defense? Reeves cannot play any defense at all. Like, I was watching certain plays. Yo, he could not stay in front of Reeves' defense is so bad. Even his defensive stances don't make any sense. If you are a horrible defender, why aren't you square on the ball? Why are you trying to drive players to the help when you know you can't even stick with them if they get a first step on you? The minute an offensive player gets a first step on Reeves, he's past him. At that point, the help is rotating. I can't tell you how many times I saw Reeves get beat and the help had to rotate and led to a wide open cross score pass for a 3 in the corner. It happened a few times. So Austin Reeves, he needs to work on his defense. But back to the game. The Lakers have no chance. They have no chance. They cannot beat this team, bro. They cannot beat them. For 2 consecutive games, SGA, let me see, didn't really play well. In this game, yeah, he shot 53%, but he was really out of the game because he was dealing with foul trouble. He wasn't really the biggest reason they won this game. He didn't really, it wasn't like as if, he wasn't scoring, so he only had 2 assists. The people that played really well, and I want to get this guy's name right. I haven't really paid attention to what do you call it? What's his name? Let me see. AJ Mitchell. AJ Mitchell was balling out there, bro. Whoa, we're halfway through. Whoa, living on a prayer. 2 down and 2 to go. Appreciate that. AJ Mitchell was balling. That dude was balling out of control, bro. Balling out of control. That's like their backup point guard. When you got people like that coming off the bench and he could drop 22 points, yeah, he's from Belgium, and he could drop 22 points. Son, you have no chance. People are crying that Luka Doncic didn't play. Luka couldn't do nothing with this team, bro. Yeah, he could score a little bit, but I don't think Luka would have made a difference because SGA hasn't even played well yet. And now they're down 0-2. It's over. I don't think the Lakers are going to win a single game this series. I think what's going to happen is the Lakers are going to try to put up a valiant effort, but I think it's not going to work against it may work against another team, but not this team. They're too focused of a team. And do you know how I know OKC is a focused team? Not by their offense, but by their defense. That's how you know they are dialed in as a team. Because even when they're having offensive dry spells, they still are committed defensively, which to me says they're a very focused team. Somebody said they're dirty. Yeah, I want to get to the foul calls because people are crying about the fouls. So let's look at the fouls. I didn't look at the box score. So Oklahoma attempted 26 free throws. The Lakers attempted 21. Are we really going to do this? Is this what we're about to do? The Lakers got OKC got 5 more free throws, and the Lakers got beat by what? Let me do the math real quick. It's too damn late for me to do this math. I'm sorry. The Lakers got beat by 18 points again. We gonna blame that on free throws? Are we really about to blame that on free throws? Seriously. I could see if the Lakers lost by like 5. Then I could be like, damn, maybe the refs controlled the game. Son, they lost by 18 points, and we talking about free throws? You saw LeBron James and Alex Caruso getting into it under the basket of the free throws. Like, yo, that's how the foul is. Bro, really? Free throws? Free throws. No, it's not free throws. They're just better. And matter of fact, the Lakers had a better three-point shooting game as a team, and it still didn't matter. The Lakers went into the first half with the lead, something they didn't do in game 1, and it still didn't matter. For about the first 3, 4, 5 minutes of the third quarter, they had the lead, and it still didn't matter. SGA, I think he only played, how many minutes did this guy play this game? 28 minutes. 28 minutes. That's a full half and 4 minutes. He barely played. LeChoke going to say he was playing with a paper cut since Houston and needs more help. Appreciate the comment. And the super chat. Marcus Smart flopping like he did when he was on the Celtics. OKC repeating, Charles. I don't know. I don't know who's repeating, but I saw something through the grapevine that they said the Knicks gonna win the championship. I'm dead ass serious. According to an email sent to Harvey Weinstein, I'm not joking with y'all. The Knicks are supposed to be winning the playoffs. This is not a joke, by the way. I mean, winning the finals. I'm not joking, by the way. This is not a joke. According to an email from the Epstein files, they knew who was going to win the championship for like 10 years in a row. I'm not joking with y'all. So, according to them, I'm dead ass serious. Y'all think I'm playing? Let me show it to y'all real quick. Y'all think I'm playing. So look at this. It says, new leak Epstein files suggest the NBA is scripted and the championships have already been decided from 2019 to 2026. I don't know if this is true or not, but this had me cracking up. It says, look, April 2019, subject NBA scripts. How are you? Where are you? Where are you? Blah, 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 blah. Here's the updated list on the NBA champions for the next 10 years. Please keep this internal. Look at this. Toronto, Lakers, Milwaukee, Golden State, Denver, Boston, OKC, and the Knicks. They had me up until the point they said the Knicks. And that's when I said, yeah, I don't know how true that is. They had me up until the point they said the Knicks. They had me. They had me. And I'm not trying to be funny. If they had put maybe the Spurs, I'd be like, damn, this may be true. The Knicks, nah, bro. And shout out to New York, man. Shout out to the town, but yeah, I don't see New York. If the Knicks win the championship, that will be the crazy hell. No, definitely not true. They had me until they said the Knicks. When I saw the Knicks, I'm like, yeah, y'all might need to throw that. Y'all might need to throw this email in the garbage. LeBron fans were flying at halftime. Yeah, LeBron fans were about to. He said, "Ain't you from New York?" Yeah, I could be from New York, but I'm not going like. We're not going to front. Come on, like, bro, bro. Nobody in New York feels the Knicks going. Y'all think the Knicks going to beat the Spurs or OKC? Nah, bro. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Knicks can go to the finals, especially when you got James. Yo, did y'all see what happened again with James Harden? Did y'all see? He said, "Why am I hating, bro? I'm not hating on New York." Did y'all see what happened to James Harden? Let me show y'all a stat that I saw. You can't make this up. Let me show y'all this stat. Hold on one second. Look at this. James Harden already has 47 turnovers this postseason. 47. Now, here's what's crazy. You know when Charles Barkley made that joke about or was talking about how James Harden has more turnovers and field goals? I want to show y'all something in the Pistons game 2. Look at this. James Harden had 10 points, 3 made field goals, and get this, and 4 turnovers. How do you have more turnovers than field goals? How? How is this even possible? I bring this up to say I can see the Knicks going to the finals. I can see the Knicks going to the finals because I think New York can beat Cleveland, but I think New York can beat Detroit. I know Detroit was the 1 seed, but I think New York can beat Detroit. And personally, I would not be mad if New York I would love if New York went to the finals. Serious. Yo, can y'all imagine what New York City will be like if the Knicks went to the finals? They might let Diddy out. That's how crazy it'll go. They like anybody that's from New York that ever did anything for like let them all out. New York would go crazy. It'll go crazy. So I would love for the Knicks to go to the finals, but I don't know if New York can beat any of these Western Conference teams. I don't know if New York can beat OKC, Spurs, or Minnesota. I don't know if they can do that. Now, we saw that Indiana gave OKC problems last year in the finals, but I would have to see it to believe it. I would have to see it to believe it. But if that happens, it'll be great. I think New York winning would be great for basketball because that market is too big to not have a champion for as long as they've had it. So I think that would be great. I think New York winning a championship would be great. That's my personal opinion. But anyway, back to this game. I'm a decent man from the city of demons. Harden in Houston again. The KD Warriors, give him that work. The last time the Knicks went to the finals, it was against the Spurs in 1999. Bro, don't even do it. We don't even want to get into the conspiracy stuff, man. I don't even know. I would rather see the Cavs just to prove clutch a podcast. I see what you're saying so yeah, back to this series, man. Yeah, it's over. It's over. And I think when the Lakers lose this series, I think it's going to create a lot of storylines for this team in the offseason. Because the question is going to be, are they going to keep Reeves, depending on how he plays? Is LeBron James going to stay? Is he going to want to stay? I think LeBron has made his case, and I mean this. LeBron has made a good enough case that the Lakers should offer him a contract. He's made a good enough case. If I'm LeBron and I approach the Lakers in the summertime, he has a good enough case. He's played well. Now, I don't think they should bring him back for $50 million. And obviously, he's going to want $50 million. But I don't know if it makes sense to spend that much money on a 42-year-old at that point. But if I'm the Lakers, there's only one circumstance I would pay LeBron $50 million. Did you see Bron meeting the refs after the game? No, I didn't see that one. As soon as I was setting up to go live, like within the last minute of the game, so I didn't watch much of what was happening in the last few seconds of the game. I'll probably go watch it later. But if I'm the Lakers, the only way I'm paying LeBron 50 M's is if he says, this is my last year. If LeBron comes out and tells the Lakers he's retiring, remember, all the big free agents are going to be available next summer. I mean, the only guy that the Lakers could potentially go after in the offseason is Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's the only guy. And to get him, you probably need to do a sign and trade. Maybe sign Austin Reeves and then trade for him. I don't think or I think I got to go check. I think the Lakers can get Giannis because they may have the cap now. They may have the cap space. I have to check because remember, LeBron's contract is expiring. It's expiring. So if his contract is expiring and Giannis is available, I would take a swing at Giannis, but Giannis has made it clear he doesn't want to play in LA. He's made it clear. So unless they can do some kind of convincing job to get him, if other than that, I'm waiting for 2027. Now, the reason I said LeBron at $50 million, let me tell y'all the reason I said at $50 million. I'm not sure LeBron would take a minimum contract. I'm not sure he would do that because I think he was an all-star this year. I think that, and I'm not sure the Lakers want to do that. I mean, they could. I'm saying this. If the Lakers wanted to be nice to him, they could give him a 1-year deal, but then he promises to retire and they'll make that money back. And they kind of punt on that year. But realistically, you'd want him back on a minimum. Or he could leave. And if he leaves, he's going to leave with a veteran minimum unless he wants to go to a team where they have no chance of winning and they're going to give him a max contract and probably give him multiple years. So if he decides to be a mid-level exception guy, a veteran, get a veteran contract, then his options become limitless because then he can go sign with a lot of teams. His options are no longer limited to the Lakers. And the Lakers would be, if I just want to stay there, he could go play in a bunch of different places, at least 4 other destinations that I'm not thinking about at the moment. He would have options. He could go to Cleveland. I'm even hearing that Donovan Mitchell wants to leave Cleveland at the end of this summer. He could go to a bunch of teams. He could go to Boston. He could go to a bunch of teams. So we don't even know yet. We're just dealing with hypotheticals right now. So I don't know. He said, stop trying to keep him in LA. It's over. I'm trying to keep him in LA. Dreamers Pro over here. I'm trying to keep LeBron in LA. When I said I stopped supporting the team the minute he came back this year, nah, bro. Y'all got the wrong channel. I definitely don't want him to come back to the Lakers. I'm just saying, based on his play, he has an argument to propose to the Lakers management. Not that I want him to be on the Lakers. I never said I want LeBron to be on the Lakers. Why would I want LeBron to be on the Lakers? He's the reason I'm not supporting the team this year. He needs to go home and retire. JJ at the press conference talking about the refs was bad, but SGA had, JJ better not be up there complaining about the refs because it was an 18-point blowout for 2 games in a row. And you talking about the refs? The refs? Nah, they just better than you. And that's no disrespect to the Lakers, but OKC is just a better team. If you can't beat them when their best player plays bad, what chance do you have against them when they're actually playing good? They have no chance. What they going to do with Bronny if he leaves? I think the Lakers will probably keep Bronny. If Bronny requested a trade after his pops leaves, that will be the weakest SHI, you know what, you'd have never seen in your life, bro. You might as well just put a bib around his neck, like, yo, dad, just feed me my dinner, like, or feed me my lunch at that point. I sincerely doubt that if LeBron leaves, Bronny gonna follow him. Do you understand how crazy that is? Do you understand how crazy that is? That's like you at 22, 23 years old going to your pops and be like, Dad, tell me a bedtime story so I can sleep. It literally, can you imagine being 22, 23 years old, a young man, going to your dad and be like, Dad, can you tell me a bedtime story? I can't sleep. Can you like rock me in your arms so I can go to sleep? Your dad gonna look at you and be like, you better get the hell up out of my face. Can you imagine? I don't know if we have any fathers in here that got kids that's 23 years old or you're 20. Can you imagine running down on your pops? Or maybe like you in college and you can't sleep. You call your dad like, Dad, I'm sorry to wake you up, but I just can't sleep. Can you just tell me like a story about your childhood? Seriously. At that point, put a bib on him. Come on. Come on. What are we doing? He said your obsession with LeBron is weird. No, your love for LeBron is weird. That's what's really weird. Not my obsession. Your love for LeBron is weird. He said LaFlop lost again. He said it's LeBron James's fault. He said LeBron will probably do it. It's LeBron's fault. I think that's how his he said, I think that's how his family built, though. Love from Dallas. Shout out to Dallas, man. I agree with y'all. Y'all want to get LeBron out of here. Shannon Sharp, Marcus Smart, keyless start. Yo, hold up. Can you guys imagine what Skip Bayless is gonna say today on ESPN First Take? Can you imagine the amount of shit Skip Bayless is gonna be talking today on ESPN First Take today? He gonna be losing his mind today, going off on LeBron. Everyone gone from the Lakers. I think everyone can be gone, minus Luka. If I had to pick players to keep, I would keep Marcus Smart. I would keep Luke Kennard. Obviously, you're going to keep Luka. I wouldn't be that mad if Austin Reeves left, if I'm being honest with you. And the rest of them, they're just interchangeable pieces. He said, Dreamers Pro, where the honey at for these LeBron fans? You already know. You already know. If this is your first time to this live, this jar of honey is what's saving me from being jumped by a mob of LeBron. You show LeBron fans this, bro, they gonna stand down. You show LeBron fans this, they definitely standing down, son. They giving you that pass. They gonna let you walk. They gonna give you that pass. like the time I was in Flatbush, and I went to go visit my friend out there in Flatbush. Some of y'all know where Flatbush is at. And that dude looked at me. He's like, "Yo," he was like, "Yo, that's your man." He was like, "Yeah, that's my man." That's like getting a hood pass. You go through a circle of LeBron fans with this. You all right. You getting a pass. You getting a pass. Diddy a greater player than LeBron? He said, "Chicken's coming home to roost. LeBron is not the GOAT." That's a nicely aged jar of honey, man. Honey actually tastes good, though. Yeah, we're going to throw a pause on that one. Who you got in the Western Conference Finals? I had OKC and the Spurs in the finals. He said a honey pass. I'm dead ass. Dead ass. Dead ass, bro. Dead ass. I'll never make that mistake again. I went to Flatbush. Never go to matter of fact, never go to anywhere in Brooklyn if you don't know nobody there or nobody's going with you that's from there. If you decide to go somewhere in Brooklyn and you just following directions and somebody like, yo, I'm gonna meet you there, wait for me here, son, you food. I almost became food for no damn reason in Brooklyn. I'm dead ass serious. Dead ass. Brooklyn got like a bunch of wool. Like, yo, although I grew up in the Bronx, Brooklyn is like something else, man. Brooklyn is like, it's like another place in New York City, bro. I remember the time I went to go visit my friend. This is a true ass story. This is a true tale. This man said, catch so-and-so train. Because I was going to chill at this spot for the weekend. Catch so-and-so. He said, what? You said Brooklyn is soft. Wait, what borough are you from? And I'm not from Brooklyn, so I'm not up here to defend Brooklyn. What borough are you from? You said Brooklyn is soft. What? Come on. I know you're trolling with that one. He said, what borough are you from? Shout out to my man Lamar. Shout out to Lamar. What borough are you from? I think Lamar is from I think he's from New York. I could be wrong though. What borough are you from? Brooklyn? Son, I got off that train. This dude was like, yo, I'm gonna meet you at the block or the corner or whatever it is by the train station, bro. Son, I was shook daddy. Cause I didn't know nobody there. I stood there literally. I waited for he said Staten Island. I stood on the corner for like 3-5 minutes, bro. Like 4 or 5 dudes came out the train. Son, I thought I was about to get robbed right there. Right there. But luckily I made it through. So shout out to Brooklyn, man. He said, I got family out there in Queens. Shout out to Queens too. He said, I'm from Flatbush. Okay, Newkirk to be exact. Shout out to Flatbush, man. When I visited New York, in general, brother, people be aggressive as hell for no reason. Bro, Brownsville, home of the brave. I don't think I made it out to Brownsville, but I definitely moved around. I definitely traveled around Brooklyn when I was much younger, though. But Brooklyn got gentrified. Last time I was in Brooklyn, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that was the Brooklyn that we grew up seeing. I couldn't believe it. Brooklyn has really changed. I don't know about the Bronx. I don't know if it's changed since then, but Bronx is the worst. I'm an Uber driver in New York City. Yeah, Bronx used to be rough, man. I saw some videos recently like of Fordham Road, man. I'm like, damn. Bronx is looking the BX is looking rugged out there, bro. But shout out to the Bronx, man. The fanboys, the whole city of hood. Grew up in the Bronx. Even Chicago is not that bad. I never been to Chicago, but Chicago also got a reputation as well. I'm near Chicago, plus I saw Michael Jordan play in person. That was the most incredible moment in my life. Wow, that's pretty cool, man, to see Michael Jordan play live. That's pretty cool. What does LeBron gain if they get swept? Well, according to these guys, LeBron doesn't lose anything, but if he were to win, he gains everything. It's a pretty weird place that we're at, but look, man, I think for most people already made up their mind of where LeBron ranks all time. The only people that are going to try to push this GOAT debate are LeBron fans and people in media that are looking to make some money. I'm going to tell y'all something. Do y'all know that Kendrick Perkins said today, if SGA wins the championship, he's going to be a top 10 player? Kendrick Perkins said today that if SGA wins the championship with back-to-back finals MVPs or regular season MVPs and finals MVPs, he's going to be a top 10 player. I don't know what's wrong with people on ESPN, bro. I don't know if they got like a clown clause in their contract. Like once a week, say clown shit on TV. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with people on ESPN. Seriously. If SGA wins his second championship, he's a top 10 player. We just finished debating if Stephen Curry is a top 10 player. So what? That means he's ahead of Stephen Curry then. I'm confused. Because if SGA is a top 10 player and Stephen Curry is a top 10 player, that means 2 people left the list. Who are these people? What's next? Y'all gonna say SGA in front of Shaq? Like, come on, it's just too much, man. He said SGA was already a top 10 player. Anyway, guys, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning into the live. We definitely gonna catch up with y'all tomorrow, man. And y'all have a good one, man. Y'all have a good one and have a good night. We're gonna catch y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all have a good one. Let me get some rest. Talk to y'all tomorrow.